Hello everybody, welcome back. This video we will be practicing with some intervals, so it's going to be real fun. By real fun, I mean probably not that much fun, but it's not always about the fun. Basically, we're going to work from a staff and figure out interval sizes and qualities, because this is most likely how you will do it. So we are in treble clef, which gives this pitch right here a G, so that's G, which means great, every good boy deserves fudge, and F-A-C-E, face. Right, so now I want to find the interval between here and here. So this is every good boy deserves fudge. This is an E. This is a D. Sweet, so now we know from E to D. That means we have E, we can count the lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we know it's a seventh. Or what we could have done, let me zoom in some so you can see better. Or what we could have done is counted the scale degrees. So E, F, G, A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So either way it's a seventh. Another way to figure this out is E to E is an octave. So E to D, which is one less than an octave, must be 7. Because there's 8 in an octave. And 8 minus 1 equals 7. That's a quick way to do that. So, what kind of seventh is it? Well, E to D, that means we must count the half steps within it to figure out what interval size it is. Let me open up my piano so we can figure this out. Okay, now E to D. Well, we know E to E is an octave. So 2 half steps less than an octave, because that's 1, that's 2. So that's 12, that must mean that's 11, that's 10. Now, we know the scale degree, or the interval size. I keep saying scale degree, it's called interval size. This is a seventh with 10 half steps. Well, we know that a normal seventh would be major, because if you remember, the sevenths are always major or minor, but we go from major and figure it out from there. A major seventh has 11 half steps. Let me give you an example of that. C to B is a major seventh with 11 half steps. Now, if we have subtract 1 from a major, what do we get? Minor. So this is a minor seventh. You can represent it lowercase m, 7. Minor seventh. Good job. Let's do another one. Erase this crap with this tiny puny eraser. Recreate my staff here. Alright, sweet. So here's our 5 lines. Now, I want to show you a cool trick. Well, first I want to show you when you have 2 notes beside each other that are 1 pitch apart, so here, and then in the space above it, you actually kind of offset it a little bit. So it actually looks like this, but they're still played in unison. Sorry about that, my battery died, but as I was trying to say, was when you have 2 notes beside each other that are only a space apart, you kind of offset them like that. They're played together and they're connected, but if we were to put them above each other, they would overlap, and you wouldn't be able to tell what they are, rather like what kind of notes they are, which we'll get into that later. But anyways, let's say we want to find an interval that is from, let's say, F, no, that's not an F, sorry, F to C, that's not C either, dang it, I'm off one, to C sharp. Oh, you see that mistake I just did? These don't go here. They go here. C sharp. So F to C sharp. Well, F, G, A, B, C, there's 5. It's a fifth. You can also count the lines and spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With how many half steps? F to C. Well, C sharp that is. So here's F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, we know that a perfect fifth has 7. So if it was perfect, it would have 7. But it has 8. So what's that mean? It's augmented 1. That's how you can remember augmented. It means raise. So it's actually 8, or an augmented eighth. Not augmented eighth. It'd be A5 is how you would write that. An augmented fifth. Now let's try figuring out intervals. Where'd my eraser go? Okay, sweet. Okay, we're going to find an augmented sixth from D. Augmented sixth from D. So we create the staff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I happen to know that D is right here. That way we don't have to start up here, because then there's too many ledger lines. And, well, not too many, but you get the point. So an augmented sixth. Well, half steps in a major sixth. Let me think. Well, there's 7 and 5. There's 9 and 6. So a major sixth has 9. So an augmented sixth must have 10. But that doesn't matter. First we find the interval size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We know it's going to be a B. So we can figure that out because D, E, F, G, A, B. That's 6. And we count the one we start on, or we can count lines and spaces. We're on the space below the first line. So space, line, space, line, space, line. 6. So now we figure out the half steps, 10. So we start at D. D is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's a problem because there has to be 10. So it's a B sharp. Now let's take a look at this. B sharp. So C, right? So I'm just going to erase this and put it as a C. Oh, I can't do that. That's breaking the rules because then it's not a sixth, it's a seventh. So what I'm actually going to do is write B sharp. Even though it is actually played as a C. It's a augmented sixth, also known as a B sharp. So that's some good practice, and that's all we're going to do for this video. But I do want to say, when you're counting from line to line, it's a third. So if there's a note here to here, it's a third. If it's space to space, it's a third. And that's because 1, 2, 3, it's just easier to remember. So if I'm here and I'm going to here, it's a third. And if you're on, like, let's say, if you're on a line and you're going to a line to line, it's odd. But if you're going to a space, it's even. Same for if you're on a space and go to a space, it's odd. And if you're going to a line, it's even. For example, from this line to this space, it's going to be even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an octave. Right, so that's all I have to say for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.